Colonial America, a time of pilgrims, pioneers, revolutions, and tales that birthed a nation and paved its foundational path. Yet, beyond the familiar stories and between the lines of your textbooks, there are hidden corners, quirky tidbits, and whispers of lesser-known tales. What if we told you there's more to the chronicle than meets the classroom eye? Brace yourselves, history buffs, for today we journey off the well-trodden path to reveal 13 facts about colonial America. Your AP US history teacher would be surprised you knew, offering a deeper dive into America's enthralling yesteryears. Number 1. Jamestown was not the first colony in America. Before the arrival of the Jamestown settlers in the late 1500s, 117 English settlers tried to create a new colony on Roanoke Island, now part of North Carolina. The leader of the expedition was tasked to return to England for much-needed supplies, but when he returned 3 years later, the entire colony had vanished. The only hint of their fate was the word Croatoan carved into wood. The true fate of these settlers remains a mystery. Some speculate they joined nearby Native American tribes, while others think they faced conflict and attack. The story of the lost Roanoke colony is among America's most intriguing unsolved mysteries. Number 2. Pocahontas saved Jamestown. In 1607, settlers founded Jamestown, Virginia, in order to seek a better life in the New World. In December, shortly after Jamestown's establishment, John Smith, the captain of Jamestown, was captured by the Powhatan's men. Brought before Chief Powhatan, Smith later recounted a dramatic ritual where he was about to be executed, until the chief's beloved daughter intervened on his behalf. This little girl was Pocahontas. Number 3. Starving time. By 1609, dwindling food and violent tensions with the Powhatan tribe led to the starving time in Jamestown, where desperate settlers resorted to eating rats, leather shoes, and cannibalism. By winter's end, just 60 of the original 500 settlers remained. Hope returned in 1610 when supply ships and Lord de la Warr's fleet arrived and supplied their commitment to the settlement's success. Number 4. The colonists of Jamestown became drug dealers. During Jamestown's starving time, settlers grappled with disease, conflicts with local tribes, and famine. But it arose when an English explorer, John Rolfe, introduced a popular Caribbean tobacco by 1612. This plant thrived in Jamestown's agricultural conditions, and it turned Jamestown into a thriving economic center. However, the demand for labor led to the use of indentured servants and enslaved Africans, highlighting the complexities of early American history. Number 5. Ivy League schools, founded for Puritans priests. The Ivy League schools like Harvard, Yale, and Princeton have maintained their elite status since their founding. Established in the 1600s, Ivy League schools were established as Puritan academies in order to train Puritan ministers and leaders. Originally rooted in religion, these schools are now renowned for diverse academic excellence and prestigious alumni networks. Number 6. Philadelphia became the first city of equality in America. In 1682, William Penn founded Philadelphia, emphasizing unity, religious freedom, and named it after the Greek for brotherly love. He built broad streets and fostered relationships with the Lenape tribe. As the city evolved, it championed diverse cultures and was among the first to ban slavery in the United States. Hosting the signing of the Declaration of Independence, Philadelphia stands as a symbol of liberty, equality, and brotherly love. Number 7. Ben Franklin invented the swimming fin. Benjamin Franklin, known for his many inventions, had a passion for swimming as a child. When he was just 11 years old, he crafted wooden paddles to fit on his hands, aiming to boost his swimming speed. These were somewhat similar to the modern-day flippers divers wear on their feet. While his hand paddles didn't become widely popular, this story highlights his inventive spirit and creativity from an early age. Number 8. A revolution burned Jamestown to the ground. In 1676, as Jamestown's population swelled in Virginia, settlers increasingly encroached on territories of hostile native tribes. Upset with Governor Berkeley's apparent inaction against tribal threats, Nathaniel Bacon mobilized residents to take action. This group stormed Jamestown, burning it to the ground. The revolt ended with Bacon's death and England stepping in. To avert more revolts, Virginia's leaders transitioned from employing indentured servants to African slaves, transforming the societal dynamic of the southern United States. Number 9. Hallucinogenic drugs may have caused the Salem witch trials. In 1692, Salem was gripped by panic after Elizabeth Parris and Abigail Williams exhibited strange behaviors, leading to 20 wrongful witchcraft executions. Years later, behavioral psychologist Linda R. Caporael theorized in the 1970s that their symptoms might have been from a hallucinogenic, ergot-tainted bread causing hallucinations. However, many historians remain skeptical, noting other regions with similar tainted grain didn't experience witch hunts. Number 10. A riot was formed over trees. In the 1700s, New Hampshire's tall white pines, coveted by the British Royal Navy for ships, were seized by British rule, angering settlers who believed they owned the trees. In 1772 in Ware, a local mob retaliated against British officials over a fine for tree cutting, even attacking the British supporting sheriff. They forced him to repay the fine. This confrontation, the Pine Tree Riot, predated the Boston Tea Party and signified rising colonial resistance against British rule. Number 11. Vermont became its own country. In the 18th century, Vermont was disputed territory between New Hampshire and New York. Local leader Ethan Allen and his Green Mountain Boys declared Vermont independent in 1777, introducing a constitution that abolished slavery and prioritized public education. By 1791, Vermont became the U.S.'s 14th state, the first after the original 13. Number 12. Ice was a valuable product in colonial America. In the late 1700s, Boston's ice king, Frederick Tudor, harvested New England ice and shipped it worldwide, even to hot regions in Africa, using insulating materials like sawdust. This introduced many to chilled drinks and ice cream. As technology later allowed ice manufacture, the demand for natural ice waned. Though short-lived, this ice trade significantly influenced global commerce and consumption habits. Number 13. A war was fought over oysters. In the early 1800s, the Oyster Wars erupted in the northeastern U.S., especially in Chesapeake Bay and Long Island Sound. Driven by the lucrative oyster trade and over-harvesting concerns, harvesters, pirates, and law enforcement faced armed conflicts and legal battles over oyster bed rights. States introduced regulations and protective measures, influencing future fisheries management and conservation. As the sun sets on our journey through the unfamiliar alleys of colonial America, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into history's intriguing nooks and crannies. Remember, the stories we learn in classrooms only scratch the surface. It's the hidden gems, like the 13 facts we've uncovered today, that truly enrich our understanding and ignite our curiosity. So next time you're in your APUS history class, share a fact or two and watch those eyebrows rise. Thanks for joining us on this historical adventure, and until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and always stay curious. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's captivating corners. Safe travels through time.